Believe it or not, some diets and foods that cause and worsen insulin resistance do so even without raising your blood sugar. You heard me right. They cause and worsen insulin resistance while your blood sugar stays normal. I want to talk about the carnivore diet. Yes, it may keep your blood sugar under control, but behind the scenes, it's actually causing and worsening your insulin resistance. And this is a reminder that just because a diet keeps your blood sugar normal doesn't mean it's also healing insulin resistance. You can have normal blood sugar, even as your insulin resistance is actually getting worse and worse behind the scenes. In this community, our mission is simple. We are handling diabetes in a way that actually heals, not hides. And that's why we stay away from low-carb approaches. They control your blood sugar numbers on paper, but in the background, they are actually making you sicker. We also use a free shopping guide. It's like our daily roadmap to healing. Just drop a comment saying, "Do it to heal," to grab your copy. So we are talking about how the carnivore diet actually causes and worsens insulin resistance even without raising your blood sugar. Here is how it happens. When you eat meat, it doesn't raise your blood sugar right away. But here is the hidden danger. Meat actually interferes with the way your body cells respond to insulin. And that's because meat actually increases chronic systemic inflammation. That means it increases inflammation in your body cells. And as your body cells continue to be in this state of inflammation, think of it as a state of sickness. So your body cells are really not in good health, and as a result of that, they don't respond well to insulin. When you get to eat carbs, your blood sugar spikes. Not because the carbs are bad, but because your body cells don't respond well to insulin. And that's the real trap of this carnivore diet. It hides insulin resistance until carbs are reintroduced. So let's break down how this happens in your body. It all begins in the gut. In order for your gut to be healthy, you need fiber and antioxidants. And these are actually found in whole plant foods. But the carnivore diet is completely devoid of whole plant foods. Now, fiber is important for the gut because that's what feeds those healthy microbes in your gut. And in addition to feeding them, it also provides a generally supportive setting for those healthy gut microbes. And because of that, those healthy microbes get to reproduce. They also thrive and function at their best. The antioxidants also help those healthy gut microbes because they reduce gut inflammation and also create the right pH for your gut microbes to thrive. So you have fiber and antioxidants providing this ideal setting for those healthy gut microbes with virtually no fiber and antioxidants on the carnivore diet. These healthy microbes can't find enough food, and the setting itself is very, very harsh. So eventually they start to die off and their numbers shrink dangerously low. So when the population of these healthy gut microbes is very, very low, that creates an opportunity for the harmful microbes to multiply and grow out of control. They actually eventually outnumber the healthy gut microbes, and this creates a condition known as gut dysbiosis. This is where the harmful microbes far outnumber the healthy ones. So as gut dysbiosis persists on the carnivore diet, what happens next is that these harmful gut microbes start to break down the gut wall. As a result, that harmful stuff from inside the gut leaks into the bloodstream, resulting in chronic systemic inflammation. So your body cells actually become inflamed due to the exposure of that harmful stuff from inside the gut. And when your body cells are in this constant state of inflammation, they also tend to become less and less responsive to insulin. We call that insulin resistance. And all of this is happening even as your blood sugar numbers stay normal on the carnivore diet. So your blood sugar actually stays normal as long as you don't eat any carbs. The next time you eat carbs, your body cells will struggle to use insulin. They struggle to use insulin because they are in a state of inflammation. That means they will need more insulin and time to keep your blood sugar normal after eating even a very, very small amount of carbs. And what happens is that your blood sugar will actually spike. Not because the carbs are bad, but because your body cells don't respond well to insulin. Even a small amount of carbs will require those inflamed body cells to use too much insulin just to process that very small amount of carbs. And this is why blood sugar numbers alone can be very, very misleading. Because on a carnivore diet, your blood sugar and A1C numbers look very, very perfect. But in the background, your insulin resistance is actually getting worse. Now, because the A1C and regular blood sugar tests don't tell you the full story behind those numbers, the test that can show you that the carnivore diet actually causes and worsens insulin resistance is the glucose tolerance test. This test tells you clearly how much insulin and time your body has to use to process a certain amount of carbs. It will tell you exactly how much insulin and how long it took for your blood sugar to be restored after eating a certain amount of carbs. And that's exactly what you need to assess your insulin resistance. When you are on a carnivore diet and use the glucose tolerance test to track your insulin resistance, you can see that this diet is actually causing insulin resistance and making it worse with time. So yes, on a carnivore diet, your blood sugar numbers may look perfect, but the glucose tolerance test actually shows that in the background, that same diet is actually making your insulin resistance worse. There is another danger of the carnivore diet I want to mention, especially for people with diabetes, and that's colon cancer. The carnivore diet, like I already mentioned, leads to gut dysbiosis, chronic systemic inflammation, and insulin resistance. All these are serious risk factors for colon cancer and cancer in general. And I know there are people out there who might be saying, well, the carnivore diet is working for me. I don't have any cancer problem. I've been on this carnivore diet for 2 years. I just want to say this. Cancer is actually a long-term health problem. It develops slowly and quietly over time. And by the time the symptoms start to appear, or when it reaches a stage where it can be diagnosed, the damage has actually been building up for years and years. So 2 years is actually not a very long time to feel comfortable about using the carnivore diet to control blood sugar and believe that it won't lead to any health problems in the long term. Controlling your diabetes with the carnivore diet may feel fine today, but it's also silently introducing other long-term health risks. It really doesn't make sense to control your blood sugar using a diet that puts you at risk for cancer and other health problems. You can't put yourself at risk for colon cancer in the name of controlling your blood sugar. If you want to control blood sugar in a way that truly reverses insulin resistance, here is where to start. Number 1, cut back on meat and center your meals around whole plant foods. Number 2, load up on healthy plant-based proteins. We are talking about beans, peas, lentils, and peanuts. Number 3, ask your doctor about the glucose tolerance test. This test can actually assess your insulin resistance accurately. Relying on the regular A1C and blood sugar tests can be misleading because these tests don't tell you the entire story behind your blood sugar numbers. They don't take into account how much insulin and time your body cells have to use to get your blood sugar back to normal after eating a certain amount of carbs. Number 4, grab the free shopping guide. It contains all the daily essentials you need to truly reverse insulin resistance. Just comment "Do It to Heal" and I'll send you a copy. Remember, we are doing this to heal, and I'll see you in the next one.